Here are 10 must-eat restaurants in New York City this winter. Let me tell you why. From some of the best pizza, bagels, sushi, bakeries, breakfast burritos, and more, here are the meals I've been loving. Chrissy's went from pandemic pop-up selling out of their apartment to another pop-up in East Village to now finally finding a permanent home in Greenpoint this fall. And people were lined up, waiting for hours to try and get this pie. This much hype usually scares me, but I finally went in and got a half plain and half special that had soppressata and banana peppers on top.
I gotta say, I am super impressed. People want to tell me all the time, ooh, this new pizza place, this new pizza place, ooh, whatever. This is really freaking delicious. I like the semolina on the bottom. I like just like perfect amount of cheese. That sauce is just like a touch sweet. The crust tastes good. It has a great tooth feel. It's just that perfect, just that amount of crunch, just that amount of chew. And the soppressata and banana peppers are great too. But honestly, I'm usually just a plain guy, and this just works. All right, we talked about the good. Let's talk a little bit about the bad. Are the hours and days that they're open a little bit annoying? Yes.
So they are open Thursday to Monday, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Do I wish that maybe they just could serve slices instead of whole pies? Yes.
And to clarify, pies aren't giant, but definitely too much for one person.
Like, I don't really understand why they couldn't, but I will say, for the people that are worried about waiting online, it is a Thursday. I got her at 2:30 p.m. There was no line at all. Walked right in, made the pizzas, didn't take long at all. So I will say, like, that was a big concern of mine of like, oh, I don't really want to wait. What am I waiting for? If you know what to do, that's fine. But it is super tight in there. So it's difficult to eat inside, which again isn't the worst because pizza, I would say, is a to-go kind of thing. But right now it's winter and it's freezing. And I walked a few blocks over to McCarran to eat this, but goddamn, it's frigid. So maybe it's more of like a fall, spring, summer kind of thing to do with, but I'm just so super impressed. Christy's, I wanted to doubt you. This is good.
So, love food as much as I do. Make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss one bite. And if you ever want to dig deeper into my videos, check out the Let Me Tell You Why newsletter and podcast, links in caption, for interviews with chefs, more food guides, restaurant news, and so much more. What does John mean?
John, right. For me, John, I've been saying John my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
Radio Bakery is just the best. Lines can get long, but I got here at like 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and it was a breeze. Here's what I got.
All right, it is a cold one this morning, so I did get a hot coffee, and this tastes good.
Special that day was this croissant with poached quince and an orange custard.
This thing is stunningly beautiful. That orange custard in the middle is unbelievably good. Especially with just like how buttery and crispy and chewy those layers are. Man, you guys know me, I'm all savior all the time. And this is a dream breakfast. Oh.
On their house-made everything spice focaccia, they layer smoked salmon, cream cheese, dill, and pickled onions.
The focaccia is just like absolutely perfect as the best. Just crunch, just chew. And then there's just like luscious locks in the middle. With the cream cheese. I don't know if I could ever fully admit that there's anything better than a bagel with cream cheese lox. But if you want to tell me you prefer this, I don't know if I'm going to fight you. If you love pizza, or if you love bagels, or if you love New York, or if you just love me, jeremyjshop.com, you get this and tons of other merch. You can even get this on like t-shirts and hoodies and crews and stickers, whatever you want, I got it.
Brown Bag Sandwich opened earlier this year in the Village and basically has had a line out the door ever since. Small menu with some secret items as well, but what's missing in variety is made up for in straight up flavor and creativity. I got two things to try. Their chicken Caesar wrap is a mix of their house-made roasted chicken, romaine, Caesar dressing, and parm breadcrumbs, all wrapped up, of course.
Chicken Caesar wraps have become almost a daily part of my diet, and I'm trying to find the best one. This one is loaded up and ridiculous, like huge. You know what I appreciate? How tender that chicken is. Sometimes I feel like when the place is gonna put like a chicken Caesar wrap together, they don't take the care necessarily in the chicken itself. Definitely took the care of it here. And then of course there's the chicken Caesar wrap. You're getting the Caesar dressing, which is what I really, really love. And then you're getting all that crunch.
And their hot roast beef is a special running through January, which takes a house-made roast beef and jus and puts it on a sesame hero with Branson pickle, which is a British condiment that adds this like sweet and tangy layer, a cheddar sauce, and fried crispy onions, in homage to the Arby's classic.
Oh, that's really incredible. It is so many strong flavors hitting you at once. Strong, tender roast beef. Just like it's oozing a strong layer of that cheddar cheese. Just like a little bit of sweetness in there too. But it is just coming together in an oozy, but then a little tiny crunchy bite. Dude. It's that sweetness from the sauce. It's great. It's big, but I don't find it like overwhelmingly huge. This is a very manageable sandwich, which I appreciate.
I'm glad they suggested the roast beef because I don't think I would have thought to order. I don't know last time I ordered a roast beef sandwich, but wow.
I'm always sort of worried in places like going viral and I see all these giant long lines. But I got here in the afternoon, so maybe like a little late lunch. I got here at 2:15 or whatever. They're cranking out sandwiches. Take it to go. They do have some seats inside. Do not worry.
New in Williamsburg is the residence of Mr. Moto, sister to the office of Mr. Moto, but this one focuses on kaizendan, aka seafood rice bowls. The look of the space is supposed to mimic a home. Mr. Moto, of course, a fictional backstory about him is in the menu, but I did wish the vibes were a bit more homey. This was kind of loud and chaotic, but let's talk food. Started with the ankimo ponzu. I love monkfish liver, super underrated. And then the chanmushi is a steamed egg custard of chicken, shiitake mushrooms, and fish cake. But the reason you're here, one of the three kaizendans. I got the aka bowl that has tuna tartare, spicy salmon, cucumber, oshinko, and of course rice. And I chose the uni and akura add-on. It comes with ponzu, which you add yolk into before pouring over, and some sashimi. I could eat this every single day, but absolutely make sure you leave rice at the bottom so they could add their okazuke broth at the end. Just bursting with umami and a little acidity. Oh my god, this was special. Definitely impressed by the prices too. Apollo's origins are in Williamsburg, but it was its Manhattan brick and mortars that shot them and their sourdough bagels to the moon. So popular, they almost got evicted. But I popped into their soft opening in this beautiful new Williamsburg location right on 7th to finally get a taste. I went classic, everything bagel, smoked salmon, cream cheese, capers, dill, and red onion.
That is an absolutely fantastic crunch in that bagel. Bagel itself tastes really, really great. There is this like burst of lemon coming through that bite that I really love. This is a classic toppings. I would call this LA style bagel because I think for a New York style bagel, yes, you want crunch, but you want like a little bit more chew. LA style to me is all that crunch, probably more of like a flavorful bagel, pulling a little bit from Montreal, and it's open face. Now, I've been critical of open-faced bagels in the past, specifically in LA, and I do think that what they do a better job here is that it's not so like loaded up that my issue was you take a bite, it all falls apart. That didn't happen here. So maybe it's because they just like were better with the toppings and not going so crazy. It's an easier bite. Would I always prefer a closed sandwich? Yes, but this one has so much crunch that maybe it just would have been too much of a bite to handle. I'm very happy. So I've been on a little bit of walk and I've been able to like think a little bit more about that bagel. And I'm honestly still a little bit confused on how I think, because on one hand, yes, it is very, very, very delicious. It's a welcome addition to Williamsburg. Very happy they're here. Does it satisfy in the way I want my bagels to satisfy? I don't know. I think I'm just a traditionalist and I want a New York City bagel. And if I'm in the mood for that, hell yeah, I'm gonna go to town and love it. If I just want a normal bagel, I don't know if it's going to do that. But that's totally fine. It's not trying to be New York City Bagel. It's trying to do its own thing. There's a lot of other bagel shops, so, whatever. But now the question is, like, do you wait in line for that? There's been lines all around West Village. I don't know. Like a Saturday, Sunday morning, I think it's, like, expected that you're gonna wait for a bagel. But if it's just like a Tuesday afternoon, it's a million bagel shops to go to. You don't have to wait in line for that. So, I don't know. I guess I am conflicted in my bagel thoughts, but let me know what you guys think in the comments.
It had been years since I had been to Narita for a Hawaiian brunch, and I don't know what took me so long to get back. Here's a rundown of everything I got. They have a large selection of musubi, which are rice snacks wrapped in nori and can come with all kinds of fillings. I got a spam and cheese that has Gruyere, mozzarella, and Dijonnaise in it, plus their spicy tuna tartare. I could live off of these, and I loved how they cut them into fourths to make it easy to share. I could not turn down this half tray of Hokkaido uni that comes with a nori jam and toasted king Hawaiian buns. Just what a bite. And pro tip, make sure to save some of that spicy tuna musubi from before to add uni on top of also. Then to share, we got their Mochiko Chicken Loco Moco, a combination of two classic Hawaiian dishes that has fried pieces of thigh meat coated in a sweet rice flour over white rice and macaroni salad with gravy and a fried egg. Just that perfect balance of super savory with a little bit of sweet in there too. Oh my god, what a plate. Look at that brand new shiny Michelin star. Well deserved for Chef Cheng Ling. What I love the most about Shoto Omakase is that it's nothing crazy. It is just a dedication to sourcing the best ingredients and having just superb technique. The pride and joy of every bite is that enochi no ichi rice and how it's polished and then flavored with almost impossible to find aged soys and vinegars. When you get to the nigiri course, the first thing you try is just the rice on its own, so you could appreciate the work that goes into that. Their omakase is 18 courses plus an add-on that I got, and I also did their sake pairing for an additional $145, which gives you 6 glasses of sake. Here's a rundown of the meal. Starting with the Otsumami course, you get 5 bites, kampachi, sojiko with grated lime, suma katsuo with the yuzu miso and cucumber. Oh my god, this toro bite on top of their rice of Japanese pickle, wasabi, uni, and golden acetra caviar. Are you joking? And a dashi soup to prepare you for the nigiri. That starts with the rice on its own, red sea bream, hotate, king salmon, sawara, aji, shiroebi, akami.
After we marinate with the soy, change the texture, also flavor.
Otoro, uni, kuromutsu getting seared right in front of us with the binjotan, Japanese white oak. The jandaro hand roll is a black cod of black truffle. Do not be dumb like me and drop the truffle, please. And then we added on the A5 Wagyu beef from Miyazaki, which is double seared with the binjotan and had more black truffle on top. And to finish, a sweetened tamago. Just, I mean, blown away, an even better experience than when I went a year ago. That incredible smell at the north end of McCarran Park, that is the goodness wafting out of Nick & Son's bakery. Obviously going to depend on what time of day you get there, but today I grabbed a sitar croissant and the last blueberry custard Danish. Sorry guys.
Okay, it is a frigid morning here in Greenpoint, but it finally made it to Nick & Son's. And first of all, it's never too cold for iced coffee, first of all, but iced coffee is excellent, so passes the first test. Actually, really good. But then we got 2 different treats. Oh, it smells incredible. It is just those crispy, buttery layers of croissant, great layers. And then like not overpowering with that sitar, much more of just like the essence of sitar coming through in every bite. Not really light, so light. We'll get 1 bite of each, I guess. Oh, it's light, it's flaky, perfect layers. That butter coming through. And almost like, you can almost like taste each speckle of sugar in there because it's just like so nicely balanced throughout. Oh my God. Wow. And you guys know I'm always savory, but I think I prefer the sweet.
I gotta come back for more, including their pizzas. Lingo in Greenpoint has been on my list forever to get to, and I can't believe it took me this long to check out brunch at this Japanese fusion comfort food restaurant. Just look at this menu of what I got. Started with their typhoon potato that has a sour cream and onion seasoning and a mentaiko aioli.
That mentaiko aioli is fucking great too. Jeez. And the crunch of it, it's insane.
Wild mushroom and chestnut toast comes on this beautiful sourdough with ricotta cheese.
That's so earthy and like a little sweet, and the bread's so crusty and delicious.
You know how much I love crispy rice, so I had to get theirs, which has spicy tuna and Tobiko caviar on top.
This is absolutely perfect. There's a little spicy in there too, and just crispy beyond belief and perfect.
Oh my god, this slow braised duck confit katsu sando is absolutely incredible.
It has that like roasted sweet duck flavor coming through with all that crunch. Fantastic.
The must order on the menu is this spicy honey gochujang chicken sando. It comes with the shibazuke pink QB mayo and pickled daikon.
Holy shit. Whoa, that is beyond super crunchy. Like a really thick batter and really nice sweet sauce with that dark meat, which I love. This is up there. Oh my god. I did it without getting on me.
Their beef pie is also on the dinner menu, and this is a Hokkaido-style braised beef curry pie with bone marrow and burnt rosemary.
Like all of a sudden you're like really sad.
There's like the deep, rich beef curry flavors.
To balance all that's super savory, get a table order of their apple tart tartine pancakes that has a Granny Smith apple praline and miso caramel ice cream on top.
That is so buttery, so super soft, which is great. There's like a nice richness in there too, and the sweetness is really balanced in there also. Oh my god, so the best.
I loved brunch at Lingo so much that I had to come back for dinner, and just wow. Here's a rundown of what I got. This Hokkaido milk bread is steaming hot and comes with the hickory smoked sake butter. Hamachi sashimi has a dashi jelly, pickled nashi pear, avocado mousse, and an jalapeno olive oil. Doesn't get much better than this uni crispy rice that also has akura and aji verde on top. Their Teba quail scotch egg actually comes in a deboned chicken wing and a cashew chili matcha on top. The Castelfranco chicory citrus salad has a yuzu anchovy vinaigrette, and really just like a great way to balance this meal. Perfect, because next up is the roasted bone marrow steak tartare that you put onto pieces of nori for these little bites. Also had this at brunch, but the braised beef curry pie of the bone marrow is next. Yes, we went hard, because still coming out was this wild mushroom and chestnut donut rice. Make sure to get that crispy rice at the bottom. And ending on absolute perfection with this crispy potato, which has a dashi cream and Tobiko caviar. Always room for dessert though. This is their banana parfait with banana custard, castella sponge, hot fudge, dulce de leche, vanilla ice cream, and whipped cream. Loved these tacos from super acclaimed chef Enrique Olvera when SA Taco first opened last year in Lewisburg. And when I saw that they recently added breakfast burritos, I ran back. 3 of them on the menu, all made in these incredible flour tortillas, so you know I needed to try all of them.
So we got the 3 burritos here. They're not labeled, so we'll just figure out what they are together. I mean, they smell so good even through the wrapper, goddamn.
The ribeye has chihuahua cheese, caramelized onions, and eggs.
That ribeye is really tender, works perfectly with those eggs. And then just those nice caramelized onions coming through. Okay, this one has to be mushrooms because you can see the refried beans coming through the tortilla.
Smoked mushroom has smoked oyster mushrooms with refried beans, quesillo, and eggs.
Really earthy from those mushrooms, and then just that like cream hitting you from the refried beans. Mushrooms are really good.
And a pork adobado has al pastor with Oaxaca cheese, pineapple butter, and eggs.
I mean, just like the aroma of the adobo hitting you is so nice. That sweetness and like little acidity of the pineapple played so well with that pork. Man, I mean, pineapple butter, come on, dude. This one is so good. The adobo is so strong in that pork one. It definitely doesn't need anything else. They have a bunch of different salsas. I would definitely recommend that on the mushroom and the steak. Just add like a little bit of pop in there. But so the tortillas on all three of them are fantastic. When I came here originally, I like the flour tortilla more than the corn tortilla ones. So that does make sense for me. I think they're all really great, loaded up.
So what looked best to you? Definitely let me know in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss one bite. Here are a few other adventures I think you'd love.